Hey babes, welcome to the first pick a pile reading from the witchsquill. I am super excited to be here with you all today. Super excited to be posting my first virtual video of a tarot reading. And excited that, April is the month of new beginnings, rebirth. Spring is around the corner. I know the weather's been a little bit cold here where I'm at on the East Coast, but it seems to be turning around, so I'm really excited for it. So go ahead, take a couple minutes now, pause the video if needed, to pick the pile that resonates with you the most. Don't need to think about it too much. Go purely with your gut instinct. If more than one speaks out to you, that's okay. You might have messages that need to be heard in more than one pile. Yeah, so anyway, go ahead and pick a pile and let's get into it. Hey there, pile one. If you have chosen the Tarot of the Divine deck with the Peacock Ore, this is going to be your prediction for April. It kind of goes without saying that this is not set in stone. You are the leader of your own ship. Take what resonates, leave it. If it doesn't connect, it doesn't connect. But truly, if anything, is going on in your life and you are seeking insight and need professional advice, please do not hesitate to do that. Do not take this as Bible. Again, you are the leader of your own ship. You make your own choices. This is purely suggestion and potential outlook. But anyway, so yeah, let's get into it. We are going to look at kind of where you are currently and the trajectory or way ahead for April. And we'll get some oracle cards. We'll do a little mini look at your career and love life using the Wheel of Fortune, which is the card of the month for April. And yeah, get some affirmations and whatnot. So yeah, let's get into it. Give these guys a good shuffle. And see what April has for you guys this month. The Tarot of the Divine has. I love this deck. This is very folklore based and storytell based. So yeah, maybe you need to read some stories, all those folk tales and stuff from your childhood. Maybe you need to revisit those if you have been called to this deck. All right, pile one. What are you right now? Oh, let me go with this one. All right, so this represents you. You are Queen of Cups in reverse. So you might be feeling a little bit closed off, not really wanting to have anybody see that personal side of you, keeping to yourself, not really wanting to let others in. Yeah, I'm getting this. You see, like, she has her hand over the cup, just protecting her emotions. I feel like this is very much you right now. All right, so looking at the way ahead. Oh, okay. We got the Hermit in reverse. Yeah, you've definitely been staying inside, staying away from people, not really wanting others to come out. But I think that this is saying that, it's time for you to come out of that shell. Start to let others in, get out of the house. You've been inside for too long. You've been doing your own thing, and that's all well and good, that is a period of growth, period of change, and that period of change is beautiful. But yeah, I really feel like you're starting to you know, need to step out now. Yeah. And you know this too. You know that you need to start letting others in. You've been too closed off for too long. What can you do well? Yeah, 9 of Swords. Yeah, so you're really good at kind of cutting people off. You're really good at just staying in your lane, not letting others in. And I know you know this. Like, I'm laughing because you know this. Spirit is like, yes, you need to hear this message. You've been telling it to yourself. You know you need to get out and, you know, start having those connections and those relationships with people. But you're kind of staying, you know, like in what's normal, for what you're used to. You know, stepping outside of that boundary is scary. But, you know, where does that get you? That gets you alone. You know, you're stuck just with yourself. And not that that's a bad thing. I mean, self-love is really important. You know, you can't love other people until you love yourself. So forming that relationship, that connection with you is very important. But I think that you've done that. You know, I'm getting the vibe that you've kind of already been working on that. And, you know, that's a daily kind of task. It's not something that, you know, is like a one and done thing. But now you know that you need to step out and start to allow other people to come in, because being alone and not getting that, you know, connection with other people, it starts to take its toll on you, you know? And you're well aware of this. So what can you learn from this? You know, what can you learn from what you already know? How can you make this a learning experience and really grow from this this month? Pile 1. What can you learn? Oh, okay. 5 of Swords. Yeah, you're definitely like feeling it. You're already starting to feel the disconnect, you know, from not letting other people in. It is starting to take its toll, you know, from being so closed off. So you're already kind of probably feeling what that can turn into, you know, the isolation and being alone and not having that support system, and what have you. And, you know, continuing to keep others out, especially when you have people that are trying to come into your life, you know, that are checking up on you just to make sure you're doing good, you know, and, you know, constantly getting the not backhand, but, you know, not really getting anything from the relationship. You know, people stop trying after a while. And yeah, and you're starting to feel that. You're starting to feel the disconnect from relationships, and, you know, you're not happy with it. You know, relationships are, you know, a two-way street. There has to be give and take from both parties. And when, you know, somebody, you know, continues to keep reaching out and isn't getting something in response, you know, that can take its toll on the relationship, and, you know, just falls and crumbles. So yeah. And what do we have? The World on the bottom of the deck. Yeah. So I feel like you might be in a little bit of a low point right now, with just kind of what's been going on with you, with your relationships with others. You've been very much like internalizing a lot of things rather than letting others in. You know, and you're starting to feel like your world's not in a good spot, you know? Yeah, so, all right, knowing that, let's Let's take a look at your oracle cards. I did pre-shuffle these beforehand. As far as some advice for you. Yeah, so, all right, so what do we have? We have Get Curious, the carnelian crystal. We have Delight and Daring, the 5-line snake for your spirit animal. We have Portal from Starseed, Doors Are Opening, You Decide, Rewards, wild card. And we have Creative Power, Releasing Your Alchemical Energy into the World. Yeah, so I'm getting like you've been like really internalized with stuff, and it's time to kind of leave that now. You've learned a lot over this time period, but you know, you've been really craving that connection. And you might like just be a little bit afraid, you know, of kind of like stepping back out into the world. And there's nothing wrong with that, especially when you've been in a position, you know, where you felt comfortable, and, you know, sticking in your habit. But when you become content in your life, you stop growing. And, you know, when there's no growth, there's no progress. So it'll lead you to that unhappy ending, you know, like being in that 5 of Swords energy where you're just, you know, you're so unhappy and there's so much conflict and, you know, your world's upside down. That negative kind of like beating yourself up energy, and you need to start using the fertile energy, you know, of April, to dare to dream, you know, get creative, think outside the box. You know, if you've been trying to, you know, form relationships with people, maybe in a romantic sense, and, you know, stuff's not working, maybe you need to try a different route, you know, really start to get out there, you know, do things that you've always wanted to do but haven't done, you know, and this doesn't even need to be like in a relationship capacity. It could straight up just be you taking yourself on dates, you know, you having your own adventure. This is your life, you know, you're on this journey. You need to get into that creative energy, release it out into the world, to turn that right on its head, because right now you're kind of like all out of whack. Doors are opening for you, you know, like I was saying earlier, you are the master of your ship. You steer this boat. You are the one that gets to decide if you're going to walk through that door or not. Nobody else has that power over you. But you got to be the one to do it. Otherwise, you're going to, you know, be stuck in your head. And maybe you want that, but I really feel like you're trying to get out. You're starting to have that conflicting, you know, with yourself, where it's just not working anymore. All right. Knowing this, let's get some advice for you for April. Spirit, what advice do you have for pile 1 for this month? Okay. We have the new moon in Aries. It's time to take action. Yeah, you've known you needed to do this for a while, and you've just been kind of sitting on it, but time to get moving, babe. Time to get moving. Spirit, what other advice do you have for pile 1 for April? Full moon in Gemini, the answers you need are coming. What else? One more, Spirit. What other advice do you have for pile 1 this month? Bring love into the situation. Yeah, so this definitely feels like this is a relationship kind of aspect, what I'm getting from this. But it doesn't have to be a relationship. You know, this could be a creative project that you're working on. Fertility isn't always, you know, about birth, like human birth. It can be, you know, the changing of the season. You know, we are going into spring. It could be, you know, you starting a project. It could be a new relationship that you're forming, whether romantically, networking within your career. You know, it could be a lot of good things. But yeah, I'm definitely feeling like you need to bring some of that compassion. You need to get out of that hiding your emotions, reverse Queen of Cups energy, and flip that and become that compassionate human being that you are. You're way too much in your head, and just you need to take that chance, you know. Yeah. So there's that. All right, and what do we have for an affirmation for pile 1 for the month of April? Okay. I welcome an abundance mindset and I believe I am worthy of it. No dream is too big when you understand that abundance is your birthright. You can do it, babe. Welcome in that abundance mindset. You can get out of your head. You can go out and make those moves, make those connections. Do it, whatever it is that you want to do. Believe it. You are worthy, babe. You are worthy. All right. You are worthy. All right. For final quick reading for you, pile 1, we're going to take a look at this quick spread that I have. You can do this pretty much like at any time, but for the month of April, the card is the Wheel of Fortune. So we're going to do a quick center around this. Just taking a look at your April prediction for your work and your love life. With the Wheel of Fortune, it's kind of like what goes up must come down. So if you are feeling, you know, one way about this at the moment, this could be what is coming for you. So if you're feeling a little negative about it, it could be a positive. If you're feeling positive about it, it could, you know, turn on its head. So life is not consistent. It is a roller coaster. It is not a linear, you know, one-way path. What goes up must come down, like I said. So anyway, what do we have for pile 1? Let's give this a good shuffle here. For their career for April. We have strength. Okay. Have courage, babe. If it's not where you want it to be right now, it's coming. And if it is where it is right now, you might have to ride some tides, but as long as you remain strong throughout, you got this. And for your love life, we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, you might be feeling right now, you know, kind of like in a dry spell almost. You know, those seeds that you planted aren't coming to fruition, or vice versa. So yeah, this is, you might be feeling not so great about it right now, but Wheel of Fortune, it'll turn around. So truly have faith, you know, keep doing you, being the boss babe that you are, and things will turn around. So yeah, strength for work life, Queen of Pentacles in reverse for love life. Well, thanks babes for joining me here for this. I hope that this resonated for you. Please let me know in the comments, you know, how this went. Thank you so much for joining me for this video. I appreciate it. Thanks so much. Hey babes, if you chose the OG Rider-Waite Tarot with the Emerald, this is going to be your reading for April. Referring to you here as pile 2. So yeah, this is, you know, April, month of growth and rebirth. We have, you know, the emerald here. It's kind of associated with the heart chakra. So might have some heart related inquiries here today. But yeah, please keep in mind this is a general reading, so not everything may resonate. Please take what sticks and leave the rest. So yeah, let's get into it. we are going to be looking at kind of just a general reading as far as, you know, where you currently are. So the first card that we'll pull out will be you, and then we're going to just take a look at the month ahead for you. We'll have some oracle cards, some advice, and some affirmations for the month as well, and then we'll do a little general work and love reading towards the end here. So stick around. Hopefully you hear what you need today. Give these a good shuffle here. All right, pile 2. How are you feeling right now going into April? Where are you at? The moon. So you might be doing some shadow work this month, or you know, currently might have just gotten out of shadow work, but you're definitely, a lot of things are coming to light for you. We have the 8 of Swords. So yeah, you might be kind of not feeling the greatest right now. You know, you might be going through it. You know, and you might be feeling a bit lonely. Please reach out to, you know, friends, family, somebody that you trust if you feel, you know, that you're alone. 'Cause you're never alone. You know, you have people that love and care about you, and please reach out to them if you ever feel that you know, can't take on what you're going through. It will be okay. You know, you're going through it right now, but what is keeping you kind of trapped, you know, within you from being able to move forward, you know, that's coming to light. You are realizing those things that are binding you, and you have it within you to release those, you know, whether that's, you know, forgiving yourself, forgiving others. It doesn't mean that you need to forget, you know, but forgiving yourself is going to be the most powerful thing for you to be able to heal and move on. They might not deserve it, but you deserve it for yourself. Carrying that baggage, you know, moving forward, it's weighing you down. And that, I feel, is going to come to light, whether you know exactly what is holding you back, as you work through and, you know, give yourself that self-love, self-care, and really focus on you and like your mental health and your boundaries and whatnot. Those things are gonna come to light. And you know this. You know that you'll figure it out. You know, you're the type that things are always gonna work out for you, no matter how dark it gets. You know, you got you. Yeah, so what can you do well? Yeah, this is crying over spilled milk. So something that you really need to let go of, that just is not suiting you anymore, that's holding you back from, you know, being the best that you can be. It's time to kind of get over that. You got to let it go, babe. It's not doing you any good to keep dwelling and holding on to it. It's not serving you anymore. If anything, it's just holding you back. You know, it's becoming so heavy and so burdensome that it's, you know, making you not even hopeful or happy about any other aspect of your life. You know, it's time to let it go. It's time to let it go. And I feel like you've known this, that I feel almost like you've bound yourself up here. You've felt like you've been betrayed and so victimized, and you're holding on to that instead of just kind of taking the L and moving on. And I know there's extenuating circumstances, so, you know, please take that with a grain of salt. But truthfully, like, if this is someone that, like, made like a nasty comment to you, it's like, you know your worth. You know that you were fantastic. You're a boss babe. Like, need I say more? You're letting somebody have power over you that doesn't deserve it. They don't need to have power over you. You're letting them, when you are the only one that is truly in power of yourself. Stop taking on, you know, the advice of others and doing what they expect you to do. It's not worth it. Be authentically you, babe. Be authentically you. All right. What's new coming in for you? The Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, so got some abundance coming in here, babe. Definitely need to take back your power, because I feel like you feel like you're not in it right now. You know, you're dwelling on what was, not what is. You know, staying in the past, kind of focusing on that aspect and really binding yourself, putting yourself, you know, in that situation. But I feel like once you let go of that and truly remember your worth and how powerful you are, you're going to come into this Queen of Pentacles energy of that abundance and regalness. You got to take that power back for sure. Okay. And what you can learn from this. We have 8 of Wands. So yeah, this was definitely like preventing you from moving forward. Like, you can learn this. You know that it's time for you to move on and to let go, you know, forgive and move on. Because all it does is hold you back. Holding on to this energy that you don't need allows you to not move forward. You know, you get stuck where you are. You don't get to have that growth and what have you as you move forward. And then on the back of the deck, we have the Hermit. So I'm taking this as you might need to just take some time for yourself and really just think about where you want to go in life. Where do you want, what seeds need to be planted to blossom and move through the next 6 months? I know this is for April, but this is going to be the month where you really need to take some time and figure out what you need. Not what other people need, not what other people expect of you, what you need for you to be happy. And I think, again, the moon, you're gonna realize this. Pay attention to your dreams. Maybe spend some time outside at night. Definitely, whatever you need to do to kind of take back your power, because you don't want to be in that strife. Yeah. All right. What oracle cards do we have for you for this month as well? Crystal do you need to suggelate? Feel in order to know. Yeah, so I'm definitely getting this energy where you have just been worried about all of the wrong things, and you really need to get back to yourself. You need to really get in that Hermit energy and reconnect with yourself. Yeah, and on the bottom of the deck we have the 6 of Cups in reverse. So this might be like a childhood kind of thing. Like, you might need to do some inner child work along with your shadow work. Yeah, and then the 5 of Wands in reverse. So there's like a lot of strife. Yeah, so feel what you need to feel. Feeling your feeling, there's nothing wrong with that. Let those emotions come, feel them, and then let them go. Holding on to, you know, those experiences that made you feel like absolute crap, you know, constantly thinking about the things, that's what your life is going to turn out to be. So really taking that time to just feel everything that you need to feel, and then letting it go, releasing that, so that you can bring in all of that positive Queen of Pentacles mindset, so that you can retain your power, come back into your power, and do your thing. And for the animal, we have the human, remember forgetting. So yeah, like really need to take that time to really reconnect with yourself and let go of what you don't need to keep anymore. Let it go, babe. Let it go. All right, from the stars, we have star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. Yeah, like again, really need to do some in-depth soul searching. Like I said, spend some time in nature, journal, whatever you need to do to like reflect. Meditating is fantastic. Truly, like really getting in touch with yourself. And then we have transitions from the Lantern Oracle. You have all of the inner resources you need to cross whatever bridges arise on your path. So yeah, you're feeling a lot of fear and like feel like you can't live your truth, when in reality you've been living somebody else's idea of what your life should be. So yeah, the main thing that I'm really getting from this for this month is you really need to take some time to really look at yourself internally and let go of those things that aren't serving you anymore. You know, staying in that victim mindset and the woe is me, and oh, all of these things happened to me, so I can't be a better person because all of these things prevented me from moving forward. You are letting those things hold you back. You are preventing yourself from transitioning and moving forward. Once you let those things go, you'll be able to move. You know, you're going to find those hidden secrets. You're going to remember how freaking powerful you are. And things will definitely turn around. So with that, let's get some advice from Spirit. Spirit, what advice do you have for pile 2? Won't pop out. South Node, don't let your past hold you back. Yes, you definitely need to let those childhood experiences, that awful relationship in the past, what have you, you gotta let that ish go. It's not serving you anymore. It's preventing you from being able to be the best version of yourself. Spirit, what other advice do you have for pile 2 for April? A win-win outcome is forecast. Yeah, so it's going to be good for you. Like once you release this stuff, like you're going to see how beneficial in all aspects of your area, or I'm sorry, all aspects of life are going to improve for you. You know, you're not going to have all of that dead weight holding you back. You're going to be able to move freely. Be bold and make the first move. Yeah, so it's time to do you, babe. Stop expecting others to be the ones that are going to make the changes for you, because you're the only one that can make them choices for yourself. So yeah, be bold, make the first move for you so that you can move forward. And finally, what affirmations do we have for you currently? I shouldn't say finally, we do still have a Wheel of Fortune prediction here. All right, we had 2 pop out for you. I release all doubt and welcome faith. Doubting yourself is normal. Letting it stop you is a choice. Mel Robbins. So yeah, release that doubt. You can move forward once you release those things. And I am falling in love with my true authentic self each day. Authenticity is a daily practice of letting go of who we think we're supposed to be and embracing who we are. Brené Brown. So truly, you gotta stop living this life that other people expect you to have and return to yourself and figure out exactly what it is you want to move forward. Yeah, so it's good stuff, babe. I know it's gonna probably take a little bit, but once you do that work and you can get through it, you're gonna be so happy and empowered, and I am super excited for you in that regard. All right, so let's take a look at this Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is the card of the month for April. It's very much the card of good luck, karma, what goes up must come down. So yeah, just taking a look at what it is for work and love. So already have one pop out real quick here. King of Cups for your work. So definitely feeling like some need for connection and communication, maybe showing a little bit of, you know, empathy or, you know, compassion for your fellow peers. You know, I know you've been going through it, and recognizing that other people are going through it too will, you know, go a long way in, you know, just how you operate with your coworkers, or even like towards your career in general. You know, we only know kind of what's presented to us, right? We don't know what's underneath the surface. So just kind of keeping that in mind, you know, with networking or working on a project or what have you. And what do we have for love? We have the Ten of Wands in reverse. So it definitely feels like you've been kind of struggling in the life aspect. You know, you're putting in a lot of work and not really getting any results in return. But I feel like this is definitely going to be like on the up and up for you. You know, the fact that it is in reverse, and like I said, what goes up must come down. You've been feeling in this kind of vibe, but you're definitely gonna soon reap the rewards. Yeah, so I'll leave it at that. I hope that you got some good insights for this month. Please like, subscribe, comment. Would love to hear how this impacted you, or kind of what insights you got. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me. Hi babes, welcome to your pick a pile reading for April predictions. If you have chosen the Herbal Tarot with the Lapis Lazuli, pile 3, this is going to be your reading. Again, as I said at the beginning of the video and the intro, please take what resonates and leave the rest. This is a general reading, so not everything may make sense or work with you, and that's totally fine. So what we're going to do today is, yeah, do some April predictions where you're at and kind of the way forward. We'll have some oracle cards and some advice from Spirit, as well as some affirmations, and then we'll do a little mini Wheel of Fortune reading for your work and your love life. So yeah, let's get some shuffling in here and get into it. See where we're at for April. The Lapis Lazuli is typically a throat chakra, so maybe you need to be a little bit more communicative or outgoing this month. But we'll see. Who are you specifically? Where are you at this month? All right, you're in Seven of Swords. You're in your Seven of Swords energy. So yeah, might be feeling a little bit betrayed. Like you gotta kind of watch your back. Yeah, not feeling like you can be wholly trusting at the moment. I'm sure you're not feeling this. I'm sure you're not wanting to be in this kind of energy. So let's see what this month is looking for to look ahead. What you already know. What does pile 3 already know? Knight of Swords, yeah. You're trying to get out of that energy of having to watch your back to being like, don't mess with me. And that assertive, take charge, you know, type of energy. And you know, you are that. So kind of being in this Seven of Swords energy right now is definitely not the vibe you're trying to rock with. So how do we get you out of here? What can you do well to move forward and get out of this energy? I thought one flipped over. Did not. What strength can you play up to move forward and get you out of this energy? Oh, we did have one come in here. Your 9 of Swords. Yeah, so you've been stressing. And usually you're pretty good about not doing that. You're pretty good at not focusing on that negative energy. Yeah, you're definitely trying to get out of this. All right. We have 2 cards pop out here. We have the Moon and the Ace of Cups. If you were drawn to pile 2 at all, definitely take a look at that one. There's a few cards in here that, are very similar to this. So you might be going through it a little bit, and really trying to get out of that type of energy. Especially with, the moon. The moon is kind of bringing things to light, and, this Ace of Cups, like, you're definitely feeling like just the relationships that you're having, or, being able to trust people is really like kind of out the door right now. And you're trying to figure out why, because you're so used to like being in like this, a dominant kind of like situation where, you're like kind of in control, and, you say all the right things, and you have that ownership, and it's just not going well for you right now. Yeah, so what can you learn from this? What can you learn to take as a tool to move forward so that you can grow and move forward from this energy? 9 of Wands. A lot of 9s in here. I'm getting this vibe that like this was definitely something that you needed to kind of experience. I don't know that you are typically someone that experiences this kind of like doubt within yourself, or like the mistrust of others. I feel like you're usually a pretty like trusting, open-minded person, and like somebody betrayed you, and like you kind of like are feeling a bit of like self-doubt, where like you're just like, I can't, like you can't trust yourself either. And this is kind of like taking like as maybe a lesson where like you need to be better at setting boundaries, where you're kind of, you might be letting other people in too soon, or, sharing information that you don't necessarily need to share with other people. I know, sometimes with, social media and stuff, it can be really easy to share things with people, and not really think twice about it. And sometimes, people can take advantage of that. And I feel like that's what you're experiencing right now. Like somebody did not have like good intentions for you, and you typically can read people really well. And, sometimes, things happen, and, you have a slip in judgment or what have you. And there's nothing wrong with that. Again, this is truly like meant to be a learning experience for you, where it's just like sometimes you can say a lot of things without having to say a lot. And maybe you need to take kind of like that kind of route, where you let people in, but only so much until they really deserve your trust, and deserve to learn, that stuff about you, because truly not everybody has the best intentions. A lot of people just want, stuff from you, especially like if you, have like some type of internet fame, like you have a decent like following of people, some people be cray. And, it's an unfortunate aspect, but again, it helps you. Yeah. And then we have the Devil on the end, or on the bottom of the deck. So yeah, you definitely have been like feeling like not so great. And not even like not so great, but more like in that vengeful, like, oh, you did me wrong, so I'm going to do you wrong type energy. But really, where does that get you? Where does that get you? You just end up, more stressed and worried about it. And not saying that it's okay to be disrespected at all, because, you know, that's not cool. But yeah. Take this as an opportunity to like really reflect on just, you know, who you hang out with, you know, the circle that you run with, the people that, you know, have an influence on your life. You know, the people that you surround yourself with have a huge impact just on how you move, you know, throughout your life, and kind of whether you intended it or not. Like, it's just kind of like, is what it is. You know, those people influence you. The people that you hang out with and surround yourself with influence you. So if you are getting like that energy where people do not have the best intentions, maybe you need to reconsider your friend groups. You know, let go of like that negative energy and that self-doubt and those people that make you feel like you have that self-doubt, because you are not that type. You are a boss babe, and you are usually very assertive and in your bag, and somebody is totally making you feel like you're not, and it's not cool. That's not somebody you want in your life, babe. So might be time to cut them out. But obviously do what's best for you. All right, let's take some time to look at your oracle cards. I did pre-shuffle these beforehand. But yeah, so for your spirit animal, or I'm sorry, for the crystal, which is actually wild. Yeah, definitely take a look at pile 2 if it felt like it resonated. We have the emerald here for choose your intuition. Listen to your gut. You know, you might have been feeling this way about this person for a while, and it wasn't until like they really did you dirty that you were just like, oh, maybe I need to take a step back. Listen to your gut. Listen to those red flags. Listen to those people that, because it might not even be something blatant. It could just be like one of those little digs, you know, where it's just like, listen to your gut. Listen to your gut. And then we have the monarch butterfly as your spirit animal. Digest your past. So this could be somebody that like you were really close with for a really long time. Like, could be like a childhood friend, or, you know, somebody that you go way back with. Like maybe you went to college together. Who knows? Or maybe even like a familial relationship from your childhood. Like something that you have a connection to them that's not necessarily today. Like this could be something that's been going on for a really long time. And that could be, you know, keeping you from really cutting that cord. But I will say that, you know, just because you've been, you know, in a relationship or friends with somebody for a really long time does not mean that you need to continue to have that relationship if they consistently undermine you or make you feel like you're not worthy or make you doubt yourself. Those are not the kind of people that have your best interests for you. It does not matter how long a relationship is. It matters about the quality of the relationship. And if they are not supporting you, and, you know, having your back and, you know, proud of your accomplishments, but rather seeing you as somebody that is a challenge to them or, you know, a competitor, like that's not really a friend. That's not somebody that has your back. So really evaluate that. And like I said, trust your gut, trust your intuition. All right, trusting the timing. Yeah, trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. So yeah, even though like this might be something that you've been weighing on for a while, like it's not the end of the game. You have time. You got this. And then we have home. May your body be where a harmonious balance of love, strength, light, and pleasure live. So yeah, I'm definitely getting like the vibe that like this might be somebody from like your childhood or home life, where it was like maybe like a family friend or something. But it's not your responsibility nor for your best interest to continue to have a relationship with people that just don't really give a crap about you. So yeah. Heavy, babe. Sorry about this, man, but you got this. Once you know, get back into your energy and really think about what you need to say to have the most impact so that you can stop stressing and worrying about this. Let it go. Let it flow. Let it go. All right. Spirit, what advice do you have for pile 3 for the month of April? What advice do you have for pile 3 spirit? Luck is on your side. We have emotions are running high. Yeah, this has definitely been stressing you out. Way more than it needs to. Confidence is your key to success. Yeah, so you just need to trust in yourself. I mean, I know that this person or people or, you know, job situation, what have you, this has definitely been taking a hit on your self-esteem, and remembering how powerful you are and how worthy you are, and, you know, stepping into your confidence despite, you know, this high strung energy. Get back to yourself and remember who you are, babe, because this person does not deserve to have the power that they have over you. And luck on your side. You know this. You know that you're a lucky babe. You know that you have such an awesome life and you have so many wonderful opportunities, and this person is just holding you back and, you know, constantly watching over your shoulder to make sure that they're not coming to creep in on your success or rain on your parade. What's it worth? What's it worth? All right. And let's get some affirmations here for you for this month. What does pile 3 need to hear for April? Okay. I am adventurous and I overcome fears by following my dreams. If you want to fly, give up everything that weighs you down, Buddha. Yeah. Step into your confidence, babe. Let go of these people that are holding you back, because you have so much that you want to do and so many dreams that you want to achieve. And you can do that. You can absolutely do that. Don't let these people that rain on your parade and make you question your worth bring you down. You got this, babe. All right. And then finally, let's take a look at what we have for your work and love life specifically for this month. Let's get these cleaned up here. All right. So we have the Wheel of Fortune here. We'll use this as our anchor. Wheel of Fortune is, you know, like karmic, good luck, you know, things along those lines. And this month is a month of rebirth. It's new beginnings. So using that as our anchor. So for your work life, we have the 4 of Swords. So you definitely need to rest. In combination with, you know, what you've been stressing about with in general, as far as like that watching your back kind of thing, like it is definitely taking its toll on you. I mean, it could be something like in your work life too, that, you know, is kind of like bringing you that self-doubt and, you know, constantly making you rethink things. So you really need to rest, just for in general and for your work life. Take a break, take a vacation. Get back to refocusing on yourself, because if you consistently work and work and work and work without giving yourself rest, you're going to burn out. And where's that going to get you? You know, you're not going to be able to be as productive or as efficient as, you know that you can be. So definitely take some time off. And what do we have for love life, Spirit? The Emperor. This is major Aries energy. So you could be an Aries. It might be an Aries that comes into your life. But I am definitely seeing, you know, some raw energy here. You know, the Emperor is the counterpart of the Empress. And, you know, the Empress is, you know, representative of fertility, which is what April, you know, is as well. The start of spring and really opening that up. So yeah, definitely getting some good vibes here. You definitely might be meeting your soulmate or twin flame. But yeah, overall getting really good vibes as far as, you know, what's coming in for you. So I will leave that here for you, pile 3. Thank you so much for watching to the end. If you did, please let me know in the comments how this resonated. Love to hear from you. And yeah, thank you so much for joining. Have a great April.